Look, by signing this bill, we're extending Social Security benefits for millions of teachers, nurses, and other public employees and their spouses and survivors. That means an estimated average of $360 per month increase. That's a big deal in middle-class households like the one I grew up in, many of you did, and for millions of Americans going forward. That's not all. Over 2.5 million Americans are going to receive a lump sum payment of thousands of dollars to make up for the shortfall in the benefits they should have gotten in 2024. It's going to be a big deal. They're going to begin receiving these payments this year, and this is a big deal. Someone said this is a big deal. It's a big deal. As the first president in more than 20 years to expand Social Security benefits, this victory is a culmination of a four-year fight to provide security for workers who dedicate their lives to their communities. And I'm proud to have played a small part in this fight and get to sign it. And thanks to Sherrod Brown and Richie Neal. Richie? And other advocates in this room, one of the first things we did was to protect pensions for as many as 2 million union workers and retirees when we signed the Butch-Lewis Act. It's the most significant action to protect union pensions in 50 years. The Butch-Lewis Act helped them retire with dignity. Look, just like Social Security Fairness Act. What I'm about to sign, what I'm signing today, when I came to office, I promised I'd always protect Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Never thought anybody'd have to make that promise to protect it, but we had to make that promise. We still do. I said repeatedly that if anyone tried to cut these programs, I'd stop them. And that's the promise we've kept. Even in the face of proposals to cut and weaken these programs that millions of Americans count on, I know there's a lot more work to do, by the way, to improve and expand benefits, including those who most are in need, to protect Social Security for long-term, and finally asking the wealthiest Americans to begin to pay their fair share so it's able to be maintained, and so much more. Folks, we could not have done this alone. To the people in this room and the people around the country who did the work, who kept the faith, thank you, thank you, thank you. Our economy today is the strongest economy in the world. We got more to do, but it's the strongest economy in the world because we have the best workers in the world. We have the best workers. We do. And I might add, parenthetically, when I went to South Korea to get the communications, to get Samsung to send back the chip makers to the United States. We invented the damn things. We used to have 40% of the market. And he said yes, and I finally said, why? He said, God's truth. Foreign leader of a major corporation said, because you have the best, most qualified workers in the world, union workers. No, I'm serious. And because it's the safest place in the world to invest. Look, let me close with this. Today's a victory for the dignity of work and the dignity of workers. Everyday people who build the middle class, who built this country, we must never forget it. We can't forget who did it. We just have to remember who we are. For God's sake, we're the United States of America. The United States, there's nothing beyond our capacity. We set our mind to it, and we do it together. So God bless you all. May God protect our troops, and now let's sign this bill.